Hi, it's Dr. Kim Marie. I want to talk today about going where you feel supported. It just occurred to me that, well, first of all, in the last couple of years, I've been in a lot of transition. I moved to the mountains of North Carolina. And it's in the middle of the pandemic, and after going through a lot of grief and just trying to find my way. And it's been a process, especially for people who have never moved away from their hometown, have no idea what it feels like to start all over, and especially not even really having a family to bring with me or a place to plug into, because I work for myself. So it's not like, okay, I can meet people through my children or meet people through work or know where to fit, right? And I was also going and processing a lot and growing. I think we were all called to grow during the pandemic and just and maybe spread our wings in a different way. One of the things I did was do these videos, and really exciting. I did them because I really wanted to share what was in my heart, what I teach clients. I did it so that I could just really as an act of service, right? And funny enough, I've been getting a lot of people saying, where are you? Where have you been? In the last year, I've bought a house and renovated it, and then just going through my own process. We all go through the ups and downs, and when we're in the downs, we learn a lot about ourselves. And I think that's just like the seasons, it's necessary. Just like the seasons, winter is dark, and we get shed of a lot of things. But one of the things that has really occurred to me is about where you invest your time and where do you feel supported? And when I say that, I don't mean pointing fingers at other people or saying a place is good or bad. I remember, just to give it a comparison, I had done a workshop years ago on wearing clothes that make us feel a certain way. And that way that it makes us feel doesn't mean that it's the prettiest thing, or it makes us look the thinnest. It's whatever that thing is, what we're looking to feel. So on that same vein, the places that we choose it's not negotiable whether someone else feels that way. It's really about what we need right now. It's what we need to bring us to the level we want to be to get to the next step. And I remember years ago, again, back to that clothes analogy, doing a play, and I was in A Few Good Men, and I played the Demi Moore role, which was so exciting. It was the lead role. It was great. And it was the Playhouse. It was a community play theater, and the Playhouse had gotten donated army fatigues. So even though in the movie they did not dress like that, they had these army fatigues and they wanted us to use them. And for me, I was like, absolutely not. There is no way I can pull off that kind of an authoritative, polished role in these big, clunky army fatigues. So I argued back and forth with, the director, and in the end, we're going to use these army fatigues. So I had to make the best of it. I had to come up with a way that was going to give me the feeling in my body that I can be this figure. And that may sound crazy, but really think about it. There are things that we do, and I don't mean as status, just as an energy. And so what I decided to do was taper the outfit so that it was more form-fitting, and it made me feel more authoritative. And then I made sure not to wear clunky boots, but to wear my high heel boots underneath. You couldn't see them, because again, that gave me that feeling I was looking for. So back to going to places that we are supported. We have choices, and we have to remember that. We have choices where we spend our time and we spend our energy, and the people that we surround ourselves with. Again, this is not to trash anybody. This is only to say that there are things that make us feel nurtured, and there are things and situations that don't. And it may be where another group is residing in their focus, right? So you wouldn't want to be in a situation where you know, again, not making that situation wrong, but your focus may be different. You might need more to feel nurtured. That's okay. It's okay to try new things, to try new places, to see what makes you feel welcomed to share all of who you are. That place where you feel invited. And I've been noticing that in the last week, that I've been going into these places, and there are certain ones that make me feel more invited to be who I am, where I am, and actually not just invited, but celebrated for it. Then you know that you're in a place that's right for you, right? For years, I used to think that I just needed to overcome. I needed to swallow certain things in order to, maintain strength. And I don't think that that's the same thing. I think I kind of was abusing myself in a way, like thinking that I needed to be in situations where I had to tiptoe or hide who I am. I don't think that is growth. I think that makes you strong, but it also makes you not feel nurtured. And when we don't feel nurtured, we don't feel safe. When we don't feel safe, we don't trust. And we stop trusting who we are, and we stop letting that part of ourselves come out. So it is so important. I mean, I've always worked in a situation where I was in customer service, and that is really important to me. I remember years ago working at Gold's Gym in New Jersey and being the general manager and having a meeting and saying, you need to say hi. People can go anywhere. They can go anywhere. This is their nurturing place. They're coming to a health club to, this is extracurricular, to be nurtured, truly. And, I remember my staff being mad, some people being mad at me for insisting that they say hello. And that is just such a simple form of who we are. It's an expression of who we are. It's an expression of our connection to all that is. To not acknowledge a person and in a kind and loving way, as simple as a hi. It really happens a lot today, and I don't mean this to complain, but I've actually been at a cash register and had a person just grab my items, not even look up, not say hello, and that brings out the giddy in me. I have to say hello, and I also have to have compassion for where they are, but I don't get mad, but it is sad. It is sad that people don't have it within them to extend that. So maybe they're not being nurtured. Maybe they don't have don't have the discernment to say, gosh, I can go to a place where I can feel more nurtured, or what could I do within my life to nurture myself? Simple things like, these beautiful flowers that I have behind me. Gosh, they're so exciting that they're out, just being in this spot right here is nurturing me. So what can you do today to nurture yourself, to fill your soul? Because nobody else can do it for you. So this is an inside job. I hope that gives you an invitation. I love connecting with you, and have an amazing day. Bye-bye.